For the 10th year running, the coastal town of Cascais, Estoril, played host to the Longines Global Champions Tour. The surrounding parklands were transformed for 2 days of high-caliber show jumping from world-class riders and their Grand Prix horses. The Portuguese Riviera is reputed for delivering world-class sports action, and round 9 of the competition proved no exception. Visitors from all over the world descended to soak up the sun and watch as the action unfolded. Expectations were high following on from Paris, an event which made history, with 19-year-old Bertram Allen becoming the youngest rider to win a Grand Prix since the Tour's inception. Riding his 17-year-old chestnut stallion, he stormed to victory with an unbeatable time of 37.32 seconds.
Come on, Bertram, long shot, leave it up, that's a good round indeed, 37.32.
Going into Cascais, he was hoping for another successful event.
Nice to be coming here on the back of Paris. That's definitely cool to be the youngest rider ever to win one. So we'll see how long that stands now, but hopefully it'll stand for a while.
Overall ranking leader Luciana took second place and extended her 36-point lead over Britain's Scott Brash to finish on 218, now 44 points ahead of her main rival. Despite her comfortable lead going into Cascais, the pressure was on for Luciana to maintain her top form. So how does she keep a level head?
I think the most important things is really the balance between the body, the soul and the mind. And once you work the body, you work the mind and the spirit as well at the same time. So I try to do a lot of meditation. I do physical work as well. I have personal trainer and a lot of other activities that just makes me feel good. This is very important, but the most important thing is really that you're really well balanced and you just feel good and you really feel like a whole. So this is my secret, and it's what I've also been trying to work the last few years, and I think I'm in a good way now, and that's the way it keeps me in the leading position right now.
But it's the relationship with their horse that is at the heart of every show jumper's success.
One thing I learned in my life, and was from my father since I was young, said we have to do what we love. So I love what I do. I love the horses, and I think they feel this love and they love me, and they would give everything for me. And Winnie Wood is one of the most special ones in my life, and he is that guy that would say I would do everything for her. And I have a very good relation to him. I trust him. I think he trusts me. And in all these years, I must say, yeah, he's my master. I would say he's my master, and I trust him. I follow him, and this is the way we get there. And it's maybe again one of the secrets.
Portugal is extra special for Luciana, having adopted it as her home country.
Talking about Portugal, it really touched my heart. So it's different than to be in Paris. So here I have a special motivation to do well here. I've been 3 times in the podium, 2nd and 3rd. So it's kind of, when we're going to get there, number 1. And being number 1 in Madrid this year kind of give me now this special confidence that maybe I can, or maybe I may need tomorrow. And also with Winnie Wood, the 2 times in the podium was with him. And I have the whole public with me tomorrow. I'm in my country. I'm happy to be here. I feel very motivated to win here, and that everyone is going to be watching. So it's a very special feeling to be in Portugal, and I really hope I can really, make my fans happy tomorrow.
A truly international field lined up for round 1 of the Grand Prix. 16 nations took on Frank Rothenberger's challenging course as guests looked on from the packed grandstands. Portugal's own João Chuva on Virginia Dream was first to enter the arena.
such a beautiful setting, fantastic ground. You know, all the conditions really perfect for good jumping, and you need that because these fences are tall and they're wide and technical. Number 1 is straight vertical, down to number 2, not particularly related, and then across to number 3 on 8 strides, and this is the ornamental wall that did cause a lot of trouble last night. No problems there, and a swing left. Now this line to me looks quite difficult. This is not a huge oxer to start, and then 5 or 6 strides. I think he took 6 to a silver pole, and I think we're thinking most horses will really go on 5 and 6 to that double. There was a lot of discussion about that, and it'll be interesting to see how the course goes, to what the riders do. Collected another fault at the probably the biggest oxer on the course with the water train underneath it, number 7. Number 8 is a 1.60 meter Mercedes-Benz vertical. Then around the top, another fairly stocky looking oxer. And then down to the triple combination. Oxer in, 1 stride and 2 strides. These are both planks in the middle and coming out. And a very forward 5. You can see that Zhao was really pushing for the 5 strides to that oxer. And then sharp right to the last fence, the Longines vertical.
Coming into view then is Jessica Mendoza, 14-year-old Spirit Tea by Tornado. And this lady's been certainly that through British Show, jumping through ponies and juniors, young riders, hugely successful there, gold medalist in those, and came out in her first Longines Global Champions Tour this season in Shanghai.
That double is short. I mean, when you come in on that 6 strides, it is very, very committed.
Yeah.
And you've just got to hope that the horse backs off and gets out.
And you can see she's scuttling along well, could put in a fast 4 and still get in yet. Here's the last with confidence, 71.19, and it finishes on just the 4 there for Jessica Mendoza, but a good effort. Christina Liebherr. It's the Swiss rider with the 10-year-old LB Acteur.
This horse is really jumping.
Oh.
You can't touch that plank.
No, I thought she'd got away with that actually. Yeah. Finishing on the 4 there for Christina Liebherr and LB Acteur.
Germany's Philipp Weishaut on Chico was the first rider to make it through to round 2.
Oh. It's like slow motion.
Yes, just steps over. Should be okay, just the one to come. 80 seconds time allows. And yes, there we go. Another chance, 78.24. Gives us the first of the clears there. Philipp Weishaut, previous winner, has a chance once again.
Which prompted a flurry of clears, including Japanese rider Taizo Zukitani on Avenzio 3.
And does, produces the next of them, 72.87.
Ireland's Greg Broderick on his first tour outing.
There we go. And produces a good round, gets the stirrup back in, 75.99.
Bertram Allen was keen to emulate his success in Paris on 17-year-old Romanov.
Some unbelievable round last week to win. Can he produce it again here? Completely different setting.
Taking the extra stride there. The extra one there as well. That's the only danger, you know, when you just take the extra stride to that double, it's just, although the stride is a bit short, it's such a big oxer coming out.
He was leading rider Luciana Denise that the home crowds were really waiting to see.
Shown such great consistency this year on the podium again in Cannes and in Paris, 2nd in Paris, 3rd in Cannes, 7th Hamburg, 8th Miami. That's why they're leading the series so far. Different rides, of course.
Fantastic results, it really is. She's had such a fantastic season. And they do love her here in Portugal, as they do on the circuit. You know, she's very, very good interacting with the crowd.
Yeah, she was walking the course earlier and they were all cheering her, and she was, as you say, she was giving them a wave, having a chat with some, and she knows it's the home turf.
she certainly rode that as she intended. I spoke to her before the class, and she had full intention of taking the extra strides, despite the other riders saying it was really a 5 and a 6. And she's very quick as well.
Little touch and a swing in the wind.
Shoe just came off then. Hope that doesn't upset the balance.
Yeah. Whoa. There on 72.93, it'll be the second quickest of them, and the crowd are delighted. She's right up to them, Luciana Deniz, and winning moves. Brilliant.
Some of the surprise victims of the track included Lauren Hoff, having knocked down the first fence and then 2 more. She retired gracefully. Germany's Daniel Deusser also failed to make it through.
Oh, trouble. Oh, that was a heavy landing. That's not what you want.
World number 1, Scott Brash, was up next on Hello Sanctos.
Scott Brash now, winner here last year in Monaco a few weeks ago, won with Sanctos in Miami to start off the year, won with Hello My Lady in Monaco.
You have to ride this quite strong. It's you know, the successful as Scott and Sanctos are, you know, he certainly has to be on his job. Had a little bit of spook to number 2.
Yeah.
Scott's just absolutely ice cold, isn't he?
Ugh. Cool, calm and collected all the way through. It's all planned. Now, just one more as he looks for a repeat. Last year's podium was a star-studded one. Could it be again? Just a machine of a pair.
It is. Scott's always, I suppose, you know, he doesn't look like he's under pressure, but you know, there's always so much expectation on him.
Yeah.
He just delivers every time.
Japan's Taizo Tsukitani topped the order with a lightning round on Avencio, and Scott Brash and Luciana Deniz came in a close 2nd and 3rd. Christian Allman and Kevin Stout joined them, along with Britain's young hopeful Jessica Mendoza and Bertram Allen, 2 of the fastest on 4 faults. The battle for supremacy at the top of the Tour rankings would be very much on in round 2. As the sun set on the shores of Cascais, onlookers relaxed and awaited the start of round 2. Inside the arena, the riders gathered to walk the course and make their last-minute preparations. Communication between horse and rider is the key to show jumping partnerships. But what is it about these Grand Prix horses that separates them from the rest?
What makes the ultimate Grand Prix horse? It's a very difficult one to answer, because people are expecting a recipe. You know, what really are the ingredients to make it? And you see the actual examples we're having, Hello Sanctos, Orient Express, Argento, John Whittaker. There's completely different horses, different breeds, different sizes.
There's many top horses that have won Grand Prix, from 7-8-year-old right through to 18-year-old, that are not perfectly limbed and not perfectly put together. So ultimately it comes from their brain if they want to do it or they don't.
When they have the mind, they can deal with leg of size, leg of stride, leg of engine. What unites them is intelligent horses.
But with the competition so high, it's not always easy to find that winning formula.
You know, it's not normal for a horse to come into a ring like this and ask him to jump, so they have to have a good temperament, they have to be good travellers, and it's difficult to find.
Whether they have it from the day they are born or whether they grow into it. Even there, I think it varies.
From a very early age, from a foal leaving, you look at how their feet are, how their limbs, if they're straight, if they're crooked. You have to be, I think, as a breeder, you have to be very critical very early on.
Even a horse like Sanctos, to me, I think he was growing into it, and he was lucky to get to the right rider at the time. No matter what he does, Scott, or what he wants him to do, he accepts it and he does it, and he can go fast, he can turn short, you know, and that's really a nice example how a couple develops and grows into it.
I think results speak for themselves, and Scott's Sanctos has just been unbelievable the last few years. You know, he's like probably the ultimate Grand Prix horse at the moment.
I think it takes a lot in a horse to make them extra special. You know, on their brain side, I mean, he's got a fantastic brain for the sport. He's so easy to do everything with, and he loves jumping. They have to love it, and they have to want to win for you, and he definitely has that.
With 15 riders going clear in round 1 and 3 more on 4 faults, the scene was set as the action moved up a gear in round 2. Previous round's winner, Bertram Allen, was first up.
He's set off at a fair old pace.
Yeah, it sort of suits this horse anyway at this pace.
And it's a good round from Bertram Allen. Clear in this round for that pair. That will put them in a good position.
Then Saudi Arabian Abdullah Al-Shabatli made his intentions clear.
You can never say he doesn't go for it.
No, he's really full on.
There we go, and produces the double clear there.
As did Christian Alman on his grey stallion Cornado 2.
So there'll be 2 of them certainly going head to head.
But the challenging course took its toll.
Well, Qatar now returning with Sheikh Ali bin Khalid Al Thani, Vienna Olympic, currently 4th in the overall rankings. Well, you said it was a big one.
The luck of the Irish was with newcomer Greg Broderick.
First launching Global Champions Tour of the season for him. Can the Irishman join the 2 so far? No, he looks very comfortable in it, doesn't he? Could be going all the way in this global, we shall see.
And Ludger Beerbaum looked on track for another clear.
3 clears so far.
He's going to be tight for time.
Yeah, it's going to be close to it. He might just squeak it, has he? Well, look at Beerbaum, 1 time false.
Scott Brash, however, sailed effortlessly through on Hello Sanctos.
1 more to join them and be in a prime spot.
Inside the time.
Yes.
He's done it.
The crowds were silent as Luciana Diniz battled the fences on her elected home turf.
Actually here, when this horse makes a touch, everybody's so quiet, holding their breath.
This can go through as well.
She's had that. She's shaking her head, and she knows she was a little bit long across the middle.
The overwhelming support from the stands, consolation enough, as she narrowly missed out on a place in the jump-off. Under the cover of darkness, just 4 riders lined up under the floodlights of the Hippodromo Manuel Pozzolo for the climax of the evening. Scott Brash would be the last to go, after Greg Broderick and Christian Alman. But first up, Saudi Arabia's Abdullah Al-Shabatli.
This is going to be a real fiery jump-off, I think.
Right, now, off we go.
He's done 8 strides to number 2. That will be something that they're going to watch. Really cutting across there. You can see Abdullah's shoulders are going. You can just see when he's taking a chance. A little skip in the double. He was lucky to make the back pole.
Now, man's there in 25 seconds.
He's got away with that nasty wall and a big run to the last.
Looks good.
And a push.
Looks very good, 37.90, and Abdullah Shabatli starts us off with a very good score indeed. Now we shall see how that plays out. It's a triple clear from him with Domingo. Nicely done, James, but is it enough?
You know, Abdullah's fast, we know that. That was a fast round.
And out comes ready to go Christian Allman. Well, Christian having a good look round. Now to get underway. Remind you of the time of Abdullah Shabatli, 37.90. 4 of them in it. Sad to say one of them won't be on the podium, but who will it be? More importantly, who will be on top of it?
He's still got a chance it from number 1 onwards.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see them all do the 8 strides there.
And Christian can be so sharp on the turns, can't he? That's where he's so good, just smooth, slick stuff.
You know, I'd just say maybe through this double, the horse is going to be a bit quicker than Abdullah's. His just stretch coming out, and that slowed him up as he hit the ground again.
Yeah, similar time. Abdullah's around about 24-25 out of there. Oh, I think that's gone. It has gone. The wall claimed so many earlier on in the week. 36-13 from combination there, Christian Allman.
That's interesting. He did the time, and he didn't actually look quicker, did he?
Yeah, he did do the time, but I think it's the realisation is going to come in a second. Yes, that the wall has gone. Little tiny bricks on the top of there. And an eagle-eyed spot says it's 4, I think. Round he comes. Through the double and then through the last. 1 out to Greg Broderick. What can he produce? MHS going global. This is where the butterflies start going, isn't it?
Yeah, but he looks cool, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He looks, you know, he looks like he's been on this tour for a couple of seasons. He's just looks very comfortable with it.
Well, there we go. Smooth turn, but going a bit wider, isn't he?
He looks steadier, yeah. The horse has got a big stride, but he certainly doesn't look like he's threatening the time at this stage.
Now, he plays for the clear, he's playing for the podium, isn't he?
That's right. You know, with Christian having that fence down, it just opened the door to do a nice round and you get on the podium, as you said.
37.90 to beat, 40.97 there for Greg Broderick, and so we'll put him into second spots. Scores change around there. Christian Allman on the floor, 36.13.
That was a very sensible thing to do, wasn't it? Given the way this jump off has gone.
Scott Brash, hello Sanctos, winner here last year, 2 wins in the series already. Time to beat 37.90. Can the 2 world number 1s make it there?
Probably the most successful partnership ever in history.
Off and running.
I mean, Hello Sanctos is just naturally quick over a fence, isn't he?
Tight there.
Just sort of gathers momentum on the turns. That's where he's so quick. He just picks up the pace. He's on the front foot.
Now, round about a similar time to that of Abdullah Al-Shabatli.
Come on, Scott.
He's got a chance, 37.90. He's got a very good chance as he clears it, 36.29. He does it once again. Scott Brash plays it absolutely brilliantly.
What a fantastic round. He's a real cool customer, isn't he?
Unbelievable stuff.
Unflappable.
Absolutely unflappable. The man's as cold as ice. Absolutely brilliant under pressure. Claims another one, a 3rd on the Longines Global Champions Tour. This was just a master at work.
He just drifts and cruises round. It's just absolutely phenomenal.
Scott topped the order then with Abdullah Al-Shabatli in second. A brilliant outcome though for Ireland's Greg Broderick in third, taking a podium position in his first outing on the tour.
Just been delighted, it's worked out really well. The horse has just gone from strength to strength this year. He's still a 9-year-old, so he's quite green against the clock. So in the 3rd round I just decided to just jump in a nice economical clear, and it was great that it got us on the podium, so it couldn't have worked out any better.
Scott's victory meant he closed the gap on overall ranking leader Luciana, remaining in second place, but trailing now by a very surmountable 32 points. His third win of the season and second on Hello Sanctos, meaning the top spot was within his grasp.
Yeah, I'm delighted. Sanctos jumped phenomenal again. Yeah, I think he likes it here in Estoril. I go to Qashqai next week with different horses. Sanctos gets a week rest before London. It'd be great to get another victory there, but he's in good form, but we'll see. Anything can happen.
Round 10 returns to France, visiting the elegant town of Chantilly. The aptly named capital of the horse makes the perfect venue for yet more exhilarating action as we move into the latter stages of the Longines Global Champions Tour.